Oh, the network is actually okay. Bismillah. Yeah, I think I accept. Yeah, mashallah. All right, assalamu alaikum, bro. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam, alaikum salam. You got bad
Apologies,
service?
the network. Yeah, the network is pretty bad, but alhamdulillah, it's cool now. It's cool.
Mm,
We can commence, man.
okay.
So what are you doing in Atlanta, bro?
Um, well, my wife, she from Georgia, so
Oh yeah.
um, we just like Atlanta better.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
originally from, yeah, I'm originally from New Jersey though.
Oh, all right. Mashallah. I grant you
Um,
three,
but
bro.
when we got married in 2019, we just decided
Oh,
to move back to Georgia. So
yeah, mashallah. Barakallahu feek, bro.
Shukran.
All right. So without further ado, let's commence the program, inshallah. So Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum. So you are welcome to the source. I am your host, Bello Poet, and with me we have amazing, talented artists in the building. It's none other than Shadi Akhi, all the way from Georgia, Atlanta. So Shadi Akhi, you're welcome to the source.
Thank you. Shukran.
Really glad to have you on the show. So today we're going to talk about the journey so far that you've been into creating music for Muslim audience. And but
Right.
before we dive into the questions, how would you like to let's get to know you better? Like, who is Shadi Akhi? When people had Shadi Akhi, who is Shadi Akhi?
Um, you know, Shadi Akhi, I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. Um,
Yeah.
I first started doing music, even though I've been Muslim my whole life. Like I was raised Muslim. Um, but when my mom and dad broke up, I was kind of in between both. Like my mom went back to Christianity, and my dad was still Muslim, of course. But I was raised with my mom, and then I
Oh
was
yeah.
kind of like back and forth. Yes, I was back and forth, between the masjid and church. But then I say by the time I turned about 16, I decided, um, that Islam was definitely the way to go. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mashallah.
started music around that time too. I started music around
Mm.
that time, and then, but at first it wasn't Islamic. You know what I'm saying? It was the
Yeah.
regular that's out now, mainstream. Um,
Mainstream music.
yeah, but I ain't really say it again.
Like when you
Say it again.
started, you started with a mainstream music, yeah, like the regular music,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
But I wasn't really fulfilled with that. Um, I was getting deeper and deeper into my knowledge about Islam,
Yeah.
and I just decided to venture into the Islamic avenue. But to be honest with you, like it was meant to happen because once I started the Islamic and doing Sunnah music, which is a term that I coined, I started to get more fans and things like that, and I have more success doing that
Yeah.
anyway. So it was like what
That's
was
the
the whole
back.
reason of even doing the mainstream thing? Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mashallah.
that's a little something about me. Of course, most people know my first single was Alhamdulillah, and
Oh
then I
yeah.
leave.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Inshallah. Uh, okay. So the
Okay.
next, the thing is, yeah. What would you kind of describe your music that you're doing now? compared to the previous one, which is the mainstream music. So what's the major difference between the current music you've been doing for the Muslim audience and the past music you've been doing for the general public?
Well, as far as content is concerned, it's totally different. You know, I'm not speaking about anything negative. I don't cuss in my music. And then the content is just strictly Islamic driven. You know, in the Quran, it tells us, you know, to stay away from vain talk. You know what I'm saying? Like talk that really, it has no merit. It really, talk that's really not productive. You know, so in the past, my music was less productive. Of course, it was more negative. And now I only talk about things that are going to be, you know, productive and going to help people in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And then in turn, help me because I'm only putting out positive messages, so I receive positivity back. But as far as the beats and the music concerned, it's still most of my music is still in that trap, you know, sound kind of, you know, in that realm. And that's probably what helped me, you know, to have some of my success as well, because it's aligned. I don't want to say aligned, but it sounds similar as far as music wise to what's popular right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely what helped me catch on.
Oh, mashallah. But the major difference is the lyrics, is the message entailed in the music.
Right. Yeah? Right.
Yeah. So, mashallah, may Allah put a little barakah in it. So, this question here is basically for the upcoming artists. So basically, we found out that there are a lot of rise upcoming artists, majorly from the West, like Muslim artists who wants to do something in a halal way and try to catch up with the pace. So, what would you describe your creative process like if you want to write a music? Like, what inspired you to write a music, and how do you go about writing the music regarding a certain topic that you choose to write or issues that you want to address? What's your process like?
Right. Well, my process has changed along the way. When I first started writing music, it was just the lyrics first. But like I said, that's when I was doing the more mainstream thing. It was just writing the lyrics first early on. And remember, this was probably 2005. So the music wasn't even the same as it is now. And then I would, you know, I would write, and then I would find beats to try to match it. But then later on, you know, as you get more skilled in things, you just hear beats, and to be honest with you, a melody just comes to my head. So I hear a beat, a melody comes to my head, and the words just come to me. So I usually, you know, I gotta like the beat first. If I'm feeling the beat, the melody comes to my head, and then I guess the words just fit right in. And then basically whatever, of course, I come up usually with the hook first. And whatever words, right? So whatever words I come up with, that's usually the topic of the song, you know. And then I make that the hook, and then of course, you know, my verses fall in accord with that. But it's really a feeling I get. It's really the feeling that the beat gives me. The feeling that the beat gives me, you know, determines what I'm going to talk about. You know, the topic of the song.
Yeah, I understand. That's nice. So let's kind of go back a little bit. Like, how long have you been writing like music, and what inspired you to start writing music?
Shoot. I started rapping at 16, so it's that 16 years. I've been doing it 16 years. Yeah. 16 years, and then I say Islamically, well, actually, when I was younger, I was actually still writing Islamic music. I just wasn't putting it out.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh
so, but like I said, yeah. So I didn't start to release it, Islamic music, until maybe 2017, I think, 17
wow.
or 18.
Oh
So
yeah.
not that long in that. But as far as what gives me my inspiration, at first it was what I was seeing in my community, in my local community. Uh, what was going on around me is what I was writing about. But as far as Islamic is concerned, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I'm in America, and a major figure in America is Farrakhan, Louis Farrakhan, and
Yes.
we had something
Yeah.
called the Million Man March. Yeah, we had so we had something called the Million Man March. Um, and my mom, she called me in the living room and made me watch it, and he was just promoting that the artists that we have, like the black artists that we have in our community, we should put
Yeah.
more positivity into the music, because the society reflects, now 2021, the society reflects what's in the art. You know what I'm saying? I think when back in the day, before our time, I felt like art reflected the society. But
Yeah.
now,
Honest.
since it has
Yeah.
become so commercialized, now, right. So now, since it's become so commercialized, the society reflects the art now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much music out there, that it's almost like people pattern their lives after, the music that they listen to. You know what I'm saying? And not just music, but anything that, they any type of content or information that they consume.
Yeah.
So
So
I
we
I would say
understand that.
mainly that I would say, go ahead.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Say it again.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty much done. I was just saying, okay, yeah, I was pretty much done. I was really just saying, people like Farrakhan, people like American brothers that promote that if we do music, it should definitely be talking about something conscious, productive, and actually helping our people. So that's the main inspiration.
Yeah. That's good. Like, no, Luis Farrakhan has been doing an amazing, doing well to the youth, basically, like most especially to the black uh, Muslim youth. He's been doing so much great work for the Muslim community. Uh, so initially I was saying like music, yeah, in general, is supposed to pass a lot of message. Like music, it's a form of therapy and also passes a message and it addresses issues that is affecting the society and the community as large. But
You
nowadays, as
sound.
you said earlier on,
Are you breaking up?
can you hear
You
me
sound
now?
kind
Can
of
you hear
low.
me?
Yeah, you sound low. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
You might
I
be.
think maybe it's the network. But can you hear me now? Am I audible enough?
Not really. You sound real low.
Okay.
Ask the
Yeah.
people if they can you hear me loud or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, your network is also breaking, but I can hear you, but not that loud enough.
All right, hold on.
So for those watching, if you can hear me loud enough, can you just say hi or something? Just trying to check the sound.
Yeah, put one if the sound is good. Put two if the sound is bad.
Yeah, if the sound is good, put one. If the sound is bad, put two. I think there is a noise coming from your end, Shady Akhi.
It's coming from my end.
Yeah, like a wind or something.
Nah, it gotta be you, cause me see.
Good. Okay. But can you hear me? Can you hear me? Some of them are saying it's good.
I
They can hear me.
It just sound
What's
real
that?
low. I'm trying to. Okay,
Is
it
it
might
good
be.
now? Is it good?
Yeah, you good now?
All right. All right. All right. All right. Fair. So I was saying, yeah, I was saying, basically music, yeah, supposed to pass a little message, addressing social devices in the community and passing message to the community. That's what music's supposed to do, and also serve as a therapy to the inner soul. But nowadays, as you said earlier, the whole music industry has been compromised and commercialized. If it has nothing to do with money, if I'm not getting money, so what's the point of doing music? So I think we need to address that issue uh, before it's late, because we have a lot of people coming up trying to do music, trying to do nasheed and spoken words, but they are into it for the fame or the money. So may Allah ease their affairs, bro.
Right, right,
Okay,
right.
so okay, going to the next question is what's your most challenging moment uh, in the course of this journey so far of you being a uh, music artist? Like, what's the most challenging moment?
Just being an artist, period, or like in the Islamic realm.
Yeah, the Islamic realm, yeah.
Hmm. Um, I would say the most challenging would have to be just dealing with Muslims that just want to bash you for everything. You know what I'm saying? Mainly dealing with Muslims that just think that just say that you know, music is haram and you know, those type of Muslims. But I really haven't had that many issues because it doesn't. Don't get me wrong, like it doesn't bother me. I know what I'm doing is right. Um,
Yeah.
so it really, if I just had to choose something, that would be the hardest thing in the it's in the Sunni music realm, dealing with people that are not receptive to
Yeah.
Islamic music. That'll probably be the you know
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the worst
That's
thing.
wow. So a lot of people facing these challenges, like most artists, up to now, we don't have that support from the Muslim community that, yeah, yeah, what you're
Right,
doing, it's right. But hopefully, we see, we pray they support the upcoming artists to keep pushing a good content out there, because if we don't put that content out there, definitely uh, those our counterpart, they said they'll put out the content and we have no option than to, like, our kids or our younger ones, our siblings have no option than to listen to it. So if we have the
right,
support of the Muslim community to keep pushing out content
right.
that is good and is halal, I think that will go
Yeah,
a very long way, yeah, in combating the
I mean,
mainstream music.
it's definitely a lot of it's Muslim listeners. But I heard you mention the money before.
Yeah,
But the thing is with artists is it's hard to do something full time if you're not able to make a living from. So I
yeah,
can
honest,
understand artists, not making money from it and not, kind of shying away from it. Um, so that I guess that goes back into the Muslim community supporting the music more. You know what I'm saying? Having more tours and having things where you could bring Islamic artists on tours, so they can get paid to continue to, so we can get paid to continue to do what we're doing for the people. We putting
yeah,
positive messages out there for, for the children and the youth coming up, like you said,
yeah,
so that they don't have to listen to the mainstream music, to the secular music. Um,
yeah.
You know, so I mean, money is a part of it because you know you can't do. There's nothing that you can do full time and not make money from it. You
Yeah,
know,
honestly.
a lot don't want us to be poor. So you know what I'm saying. If we supposed to be doing things in the community and giving charity and doing all the things we're supposed to be doing, we gotta have some money. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
and I want to say
definitely. I agree. I agree.
salam alaikum to the audience too.
Yeah, wa alaikum assalam for the audience. So that's a very brilliant one. Because anything I totally agree. Anything that you're doing full time and you're not getting paid, there's no money income because you actually need money to go to the studio and have a like studio
Right,
session. You actually need money to shoot the video, to promote it, and
right.
so money is involved, man. Money is involved.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
now
if
looking at
you want these artists, you know what I'm saying, if you want these artists to continue doing what they're doing,
yeah,
and they don't get paid, that means that now they have to do something else to make money
definitely, yeah,
to be able to
yeah,
fund their careers and to be able to, you know, market the music to the fans and everything. So money has a lot to do with it because we can't continue to make the good music we make if we don't make anything from it. You know?
yeah, yeah. Honestly. But looking at this situation or where we found ourselves uh, currently, yeah, regarding the Muslim artists, because actually I see it's not much appreciated in the Muslim world, like the Nasheed and Islamic music is not more appreciated, and
Mm.
artists are not getting paid or being valued as they should be. So, what inspired you? Like, what inspired you to be so passionate about what you do, even though you're not getting that paid? Like, paid, like they are not paying you, like that will
Right.
sustain you. Let's so to say. So, what inspired? What keeps you pushing? What's that makes you keep pushing, even though you're not getting paid for what you do?
I would say just thinking about the future and the legacy that I'm going to leave. You
Yeah,
know, a lot of times when there's new genres created, um, and there's new things that come out, they don't get a lot of recognition in the beginning. It might
honestly.
be right. It might be 500 years from now that somebody bring up my name. You know what I'm saying? And they playing the music 500 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Um, so of course, like I said, money is involved, but I have different avenues of making money.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
I just, you know, I enjoy the music, putting it out, and then I enjoy like when the fans hit me up and say, Shadi Akhi, like I became Muslim because of you. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Or um,
salam.
right, you know what I'm saying? Or I started doing Islamic music because of you. I threw the other stuff away. So
Mm.
when you hear things like that, that inspires you to keep on going, even if money is not
More.
really coming in from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As in, if your music can actually make someone to revert to Islam, I think it's a win-win. It's a very big win than the money. Yeah, because
Right.
okay, so now what do you do apart from music? Like, what do you do? What hobbies do you have apart from doing music? What do you do?
Right. Well, my main money source is real estate. I'm into
Oh,
I do real estate. So I have rental properties. I flip properties as well. Um, for the longest I used to drive trucks.
wow.
But I recently last November I retired from that and I'm full time into real estate. You know, and I also do the music. So the main thing is music. I also dabble a little bit into cryptocurrency and stock
Oh,
market a little bit. Yeah. So you know you gotta have multiple streams of income if you're going to
yeah,
put out music, you know, on a regular basis.
yeah. Honestly, man, honestly.
Right.
So that's beautiful, may Allah put barakah in whatever you do in the real estate, whatever you do, bro. May Allah put barakah in it. And
Appreciate you.
So moving on quickly, we going to performances now. Performances. So before then, we'll have this question. Then you can just give us like a quick freestyle. So what do you do? Like, do you have any rituals that you do before going on stage? Like, what do you do when you're being called on stage? If you know you are going next on the stage, what rituals do you do?
Mhm. Um, I might pray real quick, say the El Fatiha real quick, but I really don't have any. I really don't have any rituals that I do. I'm still nervous when I go on stage sometimes. But I think that's just something that comes with it. You know, that shows that I love what I'm doing and I care about putting on a good show for the fans.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
no rituals though. No rituals. Make sure I
So
make
how
sure
do
I
you,
know my lines and I remember all my songs and stuff like that. But
how do you cope with the stage fright?
just go out and do it. Um, I've been I've been doing it long enough, so I understand what I need to go out and do. Um, I just go out and do it. That's the only way to really cope with it.
Yeah, just do it. All right,
Yeah.
mashallah. So, like, if you wouldn't mind, can you tell us about your worst performance ever that you thought like, oh, ya salam, I could have not come to the show. What's your worst performance ever?
Mm, I don't have a worst performance.
Oh, wow, that's cool, man.
I
Oh,
think I can remember one time, but this was before the Islamic music,
yeah,
where I
yeah,
got booed before. I can remember one
mm,
time I got booed before, but it wasn't by the whole crowd though. It was
yeah,
more
yeah.
so
Some segment,
one or two people saying something, but
yeah,
that's why I said I really can't say I just had a bad performance.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
even
yeah,
the time that I got booed, it wasn't like I got booed off the stage. It was just
yeah,
maybe one or two people in the back that might have said boo. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but I never really had, like just a bad performance where I had to just get off the stage and,
yeah,
but I would say every performance I have, I try to critique it and make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be self-conscious about some things. Like, dang, why do I do this thing over and over every time I get up there? And then the next time I perform, I just try to make sure I don't, keep repeating that habit if it wasn't good. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. So growing every day, yeah, new things coming up. That's nice. So for everybody live watching us now, yeah, I think it's time to just like go for a short commercial spoken word or music break, like 45 seconds or 30 seconds from Shadi Akhi. If you haven't listened to Shadi Akhi before, this is the moment.
look,
It's a free
you
live
heard
performances.
you heard what I said. Money is key. So anything I anything I if you want to play my music. If you want to type in Shadi Akhi, Shadi space
Yeah,
Akhi on Apple Music, on YouTube, anywhere you want to type it in, and you'll hear my
yeah, yeah,
content.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Like
no
for those
freestyles.
for,
I do pay styles.
so if you want Shady Aki to perform live today, bro, start sending him his money. Like send him money. Go to Apple Store, buy his singles. As in just pay him money, just give him money if you want to see him perform. All right. So moving next to the next question. Um, what's your best piece of advice given to you by another artist? What's the best advice given to you by another artist, and who is the artist?
um, I don't get advice from artists. um,
Nobody ever said, Shadi Akhi, doing well if you can keep like just random stuff or any person, not necessarily an artist.
nah, I would say the most advice I've gotten
Yeah.
will be from a manager, like a manager. And I can't really say uh the 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 greatest advice I've probably gotten would be from a manager, and y'all know him, Sammy, Dean Squad manager.
Oh yeah. Sammy, CEO.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
So,
and he said so many things, but I'll say one thing is basically being very picky about your quality, making sure that whatever you put out is great quality. Um,
yeah,
you know, because it makes a difference. Even though the listeners may not know why they like it, but
yeah,
the quality of the music, not just the content, not just the beats, but the actual, you know, the sonic quality of the music makes a difference, and that can, you know, make your song a hit or a miss.
mm, yeah. Quality. So quality is key.
Right? Quality, and I always say quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
You know,
Quality.
that
Quantity.
that that's what's going to keep you. You may not always be, you know, spoken about all the time. You might not always have a song out, but the artists that are remembered, they put out quality music.
Yeah. So quality is key.
Yeah, quality over
Nowadays you
quantity.
see, yeah, nowadays you see people thought putting out music back to back, dropping singles back to back is what keep you going as an artist, and they neglect about the quality stuff. It's like, okay, push as much as many music as you can, so that people can actually
Mhm.
so that you can engage the people. Yeah, don't keep them waiting for so long. So just
And
keep giving them
I
back to back
understand
and
why
don't forget them.
they doing it. They're doing it to stay relevant and because of the money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because all the streaming platforms, people not getting paid how they used to get paid is off of streaming. And you're only getting paid a little bit of money off of each stream. So of course, the more content you have, you're going to make more
yeah,
money. But then when you think about even the better artists of this time, like in you know, mainstream music, J. Cole, Drake, whoever,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't drop a whole bunch of music. You know what I'm saying? You might not hear from them in a while, and then they'll
yeah,
put in out an album and then go away. You know what I'm saying? But because they're putting out quality and not quantity.
yeah. So quality is key, man, for all those upcoming artists who want to start music or who are into it, fresh starters. So number one thing that you can take home from Shadi Akhi today, quality over quantity. So do not give your audience more than they can chew. Make sure every piece, every single you drop in has a lot of message to pass, has a lot of potentiality to put to the society. So quality over quantity.
Mm.
That's one key point that you need to take home from Shadi Aki in today's live, the source with Bello Poet. So moving on, going so fast, and I have just a couple of questions left. Um, who is that one artist that inspires you a lot?
Mm. Um, just artist period or Islamic artists or what you?
General, openly.
I have a lot of. I really don't have one artist that inspires me. Um, most of my inspiration comes from people that are not artists.
Oh,
You
wow.
know,
That's good.
like I like, you know, I like certain artists, but I don't necessarily like the content that they putting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't say that. Yeah, so I wouldn't say that they inspire me to do what I'm doing. Um, I might like them musically, but
Yeah.
there's nobody. Yeah, I got, you know, I have some favorite rappers, lists and stuff like that. But as far as inspiration to what I'm doing, I wouldn't say there's an artist that inspires me. I would say, um, to me, it's more you know, people who you would look at as human rights activists that inspire me more. Um,
Oh, yeah.
and some of those would be like Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Farrakhan, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know, it's a lot of people that I would say inspires me. But I would Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Muhammad
saying?
Ali.
Yeah, it's more what they stood for, and that inspires me to put the subject matter that I put in my music. I wouldn't
Wow.
name an artist. I don't be honest with you, with these artists out now, I don't have that much respect for their content that much to put them on the air and say, you know, they
Yeah.
inspire me to do what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Get that.
But I like a lot of artists though. I'm not saying I don't, you know, listen to it sometimes.
Yeah.
But not, I wouldn't
I,
say there's an artist that inspires me to do what I do now, like the type of music I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Okay, yeah. I understand the points you're coming through. That's cool. Yeah. So, Shadi Akhi, can you
Prophet Muhammad,
talk about your EP?
you hear
Like
me?
your EP. Sorry? Yeah?
I said the Prophet Muhammad.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yeah.
That's who
That's
inspires me. You know what I'm
important.
saying?
Yeah. Allahu Akbar. So, Shadi Akhi, let's talk about your EP. When did you drop your EP? Was the what? How many tracks do you have in it? And how can someone get the EP if they really want it?
The EP, when I dropped that, well, I dropped the album and the EP. That was like
Oh,
that was 20, yeah, that was 2020. I
oh yeah,
dropped the album. The EP I dropped right before that. But
the
you can
album.
find it on Apple Music. Yeah, you can find those on Apple Music. Sooner Music, and then Aki Season was the EP.
What's
Uh,
the name? What's the name? Okay, Aki season. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Aki season. Okay, that's the EP. So
right.
the album, I haven't known. I have no idea about the album. So let's talk about the album. Yeah, what's the name? And how can
Yeah,
someone get that? And how much is it?
Sooner Music is the album. And you
Sooner
can
Music.
stream that on Apple Music. Yeah, or any kind of streaming platforms you can do. YouTube, it's everywhere.
Oh yeah, mashallah. Sooner Music is the album. How many tracks do you have in it? And what's your favorite track?
What's my favorite? For which
Yeah,
one? EP or the
the
EP
album.
or the album? For the
So let's
album.
do it. Let's do it both. Like, what's the favorite track from the EP Aki season, and what's your favorite track in the album Sooner Music?
Mm. Um, man, for the album, I don't know. I don't have no favorite. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple songs that for Sooner Music, I'ma always say Alhamdulillah because you know that gave me my that feature gave me you know put me where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but Urban Urban is a good one for me. Um, it's really a you know I could probably name 3 or 4, but I'm not gonna say I just have a favorite. I'll leave that to y'all to tell me
Yeah, yeah.
what's your favorite. And the EP, I would probably say Ancestors. The track Ancestors might be
Six.
one of my top. Like I said, there's a lot of songs that I like. Of course, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every song that I put out.
Yeah, you know,
But
with every song you, yeah, go on, go on, go on.
yeah, I like almost every song I put out. There's not really that many songs. If I don't like a song, I probably won't even release it. You know what I'm saying? After I do it. So majority of the songs I like them if I put it out. Um, some I like better than others, but I can't just say it's one. Like I said, for the album, I'd say Alhamdulillah because it helped me to get the notoriety that I have now.
Yeah,
It helped me to put me in a place where people can stream my other music, you know what I'm saying, and know about that as well.
yeah. That's
Yeah, but
some.
why?
Someone
What's
said
your
Christ
what
Church.
you say is your favorite? Say it again.
Someone said, someone said Christ Church is his favorite.
Oh, Christ. Okay, okay. I was thinking about
Yeah.
that too. That's off the EP. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's from the EP. So
Okay,
for the
that's
album,
what's
like
up
I
though.
just come across, I have no idea that he dropped an album last year. So like that's but I know about the EP, yeah. And I actually enjoyed the Alhamdulillah track. It's so nice. And what I really love the interlude. The interlude is for the from the album, yeah.
Mm,
The interlude. The woman like there is the way you put it. It's so amazing. Yeah, I really love the interlude. So well put.
appreciate you. So you talking about right before the Miss Boss Lady track,
Yeah, yeah.
the
So
interlude. Okay, yeah, yeah. I see you putting that on your thing on your on Instagram. I see you put it
yeah,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, like I really love the track. It's so nice. I really love the interlude.
appreciate you.
Okay, Shadi Akhi, have you ever thought of doing your own concert, like Shadi Akhi concert? Have you ever thought of doing a concert?
Yes, I have. But you know that's a big thing to put together. But yeah, I have thought about doing my own concert. Just never put it into action yet. It just can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, every time I do that, it goes out. Let me try this.
Can you guys hear Shadi Akhi?
Say it again, bro.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I can hear you now. I can hear you. So we're talking
Okay.
about the concert.
Yeah. So yeah, you know about it. But I never put it into play yet. I never put it into action yet. So you know, but you never know. Might happen.
Yeah, yeah, man. It needs to happen, bro. It needs to happen.
Where you at? You in Nigeria, right?
Yeah, I'm in Abuja, Nigeria, the capital city of Nigeria.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I got one of my boys. He from Nigeria. Um,
Oh,
but yeah,
that.
I forgot where is it? Is Lagos in Nigeria?
Yeah, 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 Lagos.
Lagos. Yeah, I think that's where his family's at.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's cool.
forgot the village. Yeah, I forgot the village she's from though. But I mean, set it up. You want to do a concert? Set it up. I'll fly me out. Come
Yeah, we
together.
need to bring you down to Nigeria, man. I've been speaking to a couple of artists like on the course of doing the show, and we're planning to bring something very very big to Nigeria. So we're going to do like a tour, inshallah. Let's see how it
Right.
goes. We're gonna keep stay in touch and connected, inshallah. One day, you never know, have to fly you down to Nigeria, bro.
For you, what is your indigenous name that y'all call? Because I know the the name that Western society put on the continent is Africa.
Yeah.
But from what I learned, I've heard that a more ancient name will be El Kebalan. But what is it? Do y'all have an indigenous name that y'all call the continent or no?
No. That's it's Africa, so it's Africa. There's no any other name, man.
So that's what y'all call it, Africa.
Yeah, Africa.
Okay. All right. I just had that question because you know that name hasn't been around that long, so that's why I asked you that. What was it called before?
No, that's what it be called before. It's Africa. So
That's what.
growing up, it's called it, yeah, the continent is Africa.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we gotta stay in touch, man. Let me know if you got a
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can put something together. We'll work it out.
yeah. Inshallah, keep that in mind, bro. And we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see. So maybe after the live, we'll go talk about that. After the live, we're going to talk about that in detail.
Right. Are you going to save this video?
Yeah, I'm going to save it.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Just
Okay.
send it to me.
All right. I'll do that. I'll do that, inshallah. So quick one,
You got or
quick
do you
one.
put these on YouTube or no?
Yeah. I do. I do.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's cool.
Yeah. So a quick one. A quick one. How do you feel the internet has impacted the Islamic music so far? Like, what the internet? What's its contribution to the? How do you feel it impacted the Muslim, uh, the Islamic music?
Right. I mean, I look at the internet as a good invention. I think it's made people aware of things that they otherwise would not have been aware of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it gives us an avenue to create Sunnah music or whatever we want to do Islamically and have our own market, our own genres. So um, I don't have anything bad to say about it.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool.
Now, don't get
So
me wrong. It's also it's allow artists where there might have been gatekeepers before. It's allow artists to put their own music out and just let the fans judge it. And your popularity or your notoriety comes from the people. Now, of course, you got to have some experience of, marketing, promotion and marketing and things like that to really get it. I mean, once in a while, you get that lucky person that just put out a song and the fans flock to it, and but for the most part, the people that are successful that are the ones that really know how to market and brand themselves. Um,
yeah.
so I would say it's a good thing. It has made it so I make a little less money because with all the streaming going on, you're not able to make as much when it comes to album sales. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why the shows come in more. Usually the artist that's getting a lot of paid shows, those are the ones that are making more money. So
Okay. That. So you're saying like shows pays a lot than dropping singles. Like shows pays a lot. Yeah.
yeah, shows are most of them. Artists of this time get most of their money off of shows. Streaming, you get money, but it's not. It's nowhere as near as much on a show. So if you can get consistent
Yeah.
shows, that will be the bulk of your money.
Oh yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Get that. So if looking at the way things are in the Islamic music industry, like if you could change one thing in the Islamic music industry, what would that be and why?
Hmm.
Is it?
It would have to be um, music, um, in particular Islamic music. Like when I
Yeah.
say music, I'm not just talking about all music. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about music with a great message. So it will be
Yeah.
have to be that music with a great message was held up in high respect and respected by the Islamic community, because they understand that that's going to be what, if you don't put the music out, then it's going to be a secular artist that your child is gravitating to. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
understand.
Because we big beasts out here, and most of these children are going to look up to who they see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Who they hear on the radio, whatever celebrities or whatever. So if we can control that narrative and make it Islamic, make it halal, you know what I'm saying? That would be number one. And that goes, if that happened, there will be more money in the industry, in the specifically Islamic industry, for more artists to come out and be able to make a living. So, we can continue to put this great music out.
Yeah. So all this boils down to support. Yeah, support. Yeah, supporting the
Right,
cause.
right, right, right. Definitely.
Right. So yeah, that's cool. So who would you like most likely to collaborate with, or who do you want to collaborate with, like in your next single, or you want to feature in your album? Who is that artist that you've been looking forward to collaborate with, to work out something together?
Um, I don't really have one. I mean, I got any Islamic artists out there
Yeah.
um that is putting out great music, and I like what you're doing, I will collab with you.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
of course, some of the popular Islamic artists that are out now. So any one of them, you know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't really have a certain person that I want to collab with. As
Yeah,
long as you're putting out positive music, as long
yeah,
as it's good, I like it, and as long as it makes sense that if I'm going to do a song with you, it is, it has to make sense. It can't
oh
be
yeah,
somebody that's not really working. I got to see that you really working.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
you've built some type of fan base, or and that I like your music. And as long as what you're doing is aligning with what I'm doing,
yeah, yeah. You're cool with that.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So I think we coming to the end of the show. We have just two questions left. So before then, if the among the audience, if you have any question for Shadi Akhi, this is your avenue to ask Shadi Akhi any question that you longing to ask him. So ask the questions before I take my last two questions. If you have any questions, just ask Shadi Akhi straight away. It's here for you guys for today, and this is the source. With me is Shadi Akhi. So any question for Shadi Akhi, you're free to ask. So before then, Shadi Akhi, and you don't want to like mesmerize us, or you don't want to give us like a little bit of live performances. You said we need to pay. So how can we pay you to perform tonight, today, bro?
You said, how can you pay me?
Yeah.
Just set up that concert, and put something together.
All right. We'll definitely work out something, inshallah. Definitely work out. Going to work out something. Okay, but the looking at of most like a lot of upcoming artists like from the Muslim community, what's your advice to upcoming artists? Like what's your advice?
What's my advice?
Yeah.
It's happening again. Let me hang up real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Uh, what's my advice to upcoming artists? Um, man, just be true when it comes to your music. Be true to who you are. You know, don't feel like you gotta go a certain direction in music because you see everybody else going that direction. Um, what's gonna make people like you is, you know, being you, how unique you are. You know,
Yeah.
every person that's out there, has a target market. You know, every person that's out there is different, and they're going to bring something to the table different than what somebody else is going to bring. So if
Honestly.
other artists, if you mimic other artists, you know, you're not giving the world who you really are. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I would say, you know, Allah made everybody with a different fingerprint. You know, Allah made everybody with a different vocal cords. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody has their signature. Everybody has their signature. So stick to your signature.
So you have to be true to yourself. Keep it real. Keep it natural, and just be yourself. That's what Shady Aki is saying. So I really love that though. I really love that because you can see a lot of artists, like upcoming artists, trying to like, yeah, I want to sound like this guy. I want to sound like that guy. Oh, that guy sounds great. So I want to just do without finding their own niche. Yeah, there's no niche, no signature to what they do. They just want to sound like the great guy, like the guy that is doing it great. Yeah. So I really love that.
And I mean, you know, I understand it. You know, it's a lot of competition in the music industry. You see somebody doing great, and you want to try to piggyback off of what they're doing,
Yeah.
so you could get some money too, or some notoriety too. So I definitely understand it, but it's not going to bring you any longevity. If you do get any
Mm.
success off it, it's going to be some, you know, some quick stuff, and you're not going to have longevity as an artist.
Yeah. 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 Okay, Shiriaki, can you just like screw up a little bit? There is this question posted by Hotstar. He's saying, asking the question, the poet have writer's block. As an artist, do you have a time where you feel lack of inspiration? What do you do when that happens?
Um, I have experienced times where I had um, less inspiration. For me, what I do is I just gain more knowledge.
Oh,
Um, as long as you're old, you know, in Suna music, we actually rapping about real stuff. You know what I'm saying? We not just rapping about money or rapping about cars, rapping about, you know what I'm saying? So the
yeah,
more that you, the more that you learn, and the more information that you bring in, you know, you're gonna you know that goes into your music.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I think most people will have a lack of inspiration because they've already put out enough songs about a particular topic, and they don't feel like they don't know what else to write about. But like I said, I would have to do, you know, I read a lot, you know,
mm,
so reading a lot, listening to content, not music, but content that I like to listen to on whatever topic, Islam,
yeah,
um, you know, politics, whatever I'm listening to, um, you know, and getting that information helps me to write on whatever topic I want to write about. If you stop learning, you will have writer's block. You know what I'm saying? Because you stop learning,
yeah,
and when you
yeah,
stop
yeah, yeah.
learning, then you stop growing. So, and that'll cause writer's block.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I think that's it. You have to keep learning every day. Just learn one or two, and you have to keep reading to be an artist or a writer or a poet. You have to learn a lot. You have to be open-minded to learn new things, and just make research. Like yeah. So basically, so Shadi Akhi, and now if let's talk about you getting you on the on a show. If someone wants to bring you on a show, is that like a manager that someone needs to contact, and how can we get to the manager, and how can we stay in touch with you on your social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media handle that you in? So you just tell us, and how can we book you and stuff? How can we get to
Yeah,
you?
so you can contact me. You can contact me directly. My email is shadiaki.akiposse@gmail.com. That's SHADIAKHI period
Sorry, let me
AKHI.
let me take that. Let
Go
me
ahead.
take that. Shadi Aki.
Yeah, SHADI
Yeah,
AKHI
yeah.
period Akiposse.
All
So
right.
AKHIPASI @gmail.com.
Okay. All right. So, and also you can check his bio. I think the mail is on your bio, right?
Yeah, that email is actually on there.
Yeah, yeah. So you can check on his
So check.
bio. The mail is on his bio. Also, you want to book
Yeah, so if
him?
you're on Instagram right now, I mean, I know you're gonna put this on YouTube.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my Instagram is @Shadi Akhi. If you're on YouTube right now and you listening, my YouTube is Shadi Akhi as well.
Oh yeah.
So everything is Shadi
All right.
Akhi. Facebook
And
page,
everything is Shadi Aki. Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, everything Shadi Akhi.
All right. So Shadi Aki, thank you so much for joining us for the source, and we're really glad that you came in and spit some wisdoms. I really appreciate, and also the audience really appreciate. So we just have only one question from the audience. Probably they enjoyed the live session with Shadi Aki. If you want to see more of Shadi Aki, go to his YouTube. Right, Shadi Aki. You can just search Shadi Aki on YouTube. You see a lot. He's been doing amazing jobs. A lot of musical, Muslim Islamic music. He's been putting so far, so good. You need to check it. And his album is out, Sunnah Music 2020. He just released the album just last year, so you need to go uh, Play Store like Apple, yeah. Go buy, support, and also his EP, Aki Season is also out, so you can just go check them out and support. But most importantly, you need to bring Shiriaki to your show. Whenever next show you're having, you need to bring Shiriaki to that show. So support Shiriaki, support the Muslim artists. They've been doing a great job. So we say thank you so much, Shiriaki, for joining us. So before we say goodbye and salamu alaikum, what's the last word to the people? Live.
All right. Walaikum assalam. Shout out to everybody in the audience. I see you, Alvin. I see a lot of people that watched me grow up, and been around me in New Jersey. Um, I just want to say, I just want to thank everybody for listening to my music. For those that do
Yeah,
support me, I want to thank you for that, for streaming my music and everything. I do greatly appreciate it. And just continue to support positive music, because it's
yeah.
definitely going to be needed. It's definitely going to be needed if we want to turn this world around. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's it, really.
All right. So support positive music, support the Muslim artists. Thank you so much, Shiriaki, for joining us. And with this, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi
All right.
wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
So for those of you still online, and this is Shadi Aki, you just finished listening to. Thank you so much for joining us, and you can also always catch the show, the source, and our next guest artist is going to be none other. I won't mention that name. Just stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to have another guest artist in the building for the Source. Inshallah, if you have any other artists that you want me to bring on the show, just let me know in the comment section, or you can just DM me to bring that artist to the show. And if you want to be part of the show, also just DM me, and then let's have it done, bro. Thank you so much for staying this long. I really appreciate it. So, oh, Malik, are you still there? Okay, I think Malik is gone. Hot start. Thank you so much for joining. I see you, CMD Momo. Thank you so much for joining. And Malik MCR 25. Thank you so much for being with me this long. So with this, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.